Hello dear viewers, welcome back to the Odoo 18 functional tutorials by Tech Ultra Solutions. In today's video, we are going to learn about the concept of subcontracting in Odoo 18 and gain an in-depth understanding of how it works to streamline your process. Now in Odoo 18, subcontracting is a manufacturing process where a company outsources part of its production to an external subcontractor. The process involves sending of raw materials or components to the subcontractor who then manufactures or assembles the finished product and returns it to the company. In Odoo 18, subcontracting is streamlined through the integration of sales order and purchase order. When a sales order is confirmed for a product requiring subcontracting, Odoo automatically generates a purchase order for the subcontractor, detailing the raw materials to be supplied and the finished product to be returned. Once the PO is confirmed, the system triggers the resupply process, creating a stock transfer to send the required materials to the subcontractor. The subcontractor manufactures the product and returns the finished goods, which are then received back into the inventory. Now, this automated flow from the SO to the PO and resupply ensures accurate inventory management, cost tracking, and a seamless subcontracting process. So, the very first step in this video is we need to enable the subcontracting feature. For that, we'll just quickly open our manufacturing module. Here in the configuration and settings, you need to make sure the subcontracting checkbox is enabled. Next, we need to configure the product for the subcontractor. For that, we need to go to our inventory module. Here in the products menu, need to select products. Now here you can create or open the product that you want to subcontract. So I'm just quickly creating two products. So here I will make two products. One would be our finished product and one would be our raw material. So our finished product would be the polished wooden table. Then in the inventory tab, we need to make sure that in the routes replenish on order and buy, these two routes are enabled. After that, in the purchase tab, we need to align a vendor. So I'm adding Alexa as a vendor here and we'll save it. Next up, we'll create another product which would be a raw material which will go to the subcontractor. So I'm again clicking on new to create a new product. Here I am naming it as wooden table. Again adding the vendor. And in the inventory tab, we need to make sure that resupply subcontractor on order routes is enabled. And we'll just save it. Now once our products are created, we need to define a bill of materials specifically for the subcontracting process. This bill of material will include the raw materials that needs to be sent to the subcontractor and the finished product to be received. So for that, we'll open our manufacturing module, and here in the products we have an option of bill of material. So by clicking on new, we'll quickly create a one. Here we will select our finished product, which would be our polished wooden table. Here in the BOM type, you need to make sure that it is subcontracting. Subcontractors, you need to add a subcontractor. Here in the components, you need to add the raw material product, which is our wooden table. Once you are done, quickly save it. Now once the bill of material is configured, now we need to create a sales order. For that, we need to open our sales module. And here in the orders, in the quotations, we'll create a new sales order for the product that will be subcontracted. So click on new to create a new sales order. Now you need to select a customer. I'm adding Abigail Peterson as a customer. Here you need to add your product. So I'm adding polished wooden table. Here you can mention the quantities and the unit price for the same. And once you are done, Simply confirm this quotation. As you can see, after confirming the sales order, a purchase order is automatically generated for the subcontractor. Now, this purchase order includes details about the raw materials that need to be provided to the subcontractor for production. The PO will be linked to the subcontracting BOM, showing the materials required for the manufacturing the finished product. Now, once the PO is confirmed, Odoo triggers the resupply process. So here you can see the smart button for the resupply. Now by clicking on this resupply smart icon, here you can see the stock transfer is automatically created to send the raw material, which is our wooden table, from our inventory, which is our source location warehouse stock, to our destination location, which is the subcontractor's location. So here we just need to add the quantity and we need to validate it. Now the subcontractor receives the raw materials and they start the production. Now once we have validated, we'll quickly move to our purchase order, and after the subcontractor completes the manufacturing, the finished product is sent back. When the subcontractor returns the finished goods, you create a receipt in Odoo to update. So this is the receipt. We'll quickly open it. And here you can see we are receiving this from our subcontractor. The destination location is our warehouse stock, our inventory, and we are receiving the polished wooden table. We have given the wooden table, which was our raw material, to the subcontractor, and we are receiving the polished wooden table as our finished product. So we'll just validate it. So in this way, the finished goods are then added back to our inventory and the system reflects the updated stock. Now we'll just open our purchase order. You have an option to create the bill for your vendor, so you can create it from here. I'm just moving to my sales order here, and here we also have an option to create the invoice for this customer. So now we will perform the delivery process. So for that, we'll just click on this delivery smart button. And here, as you can see, the polished wooden table, we need to deliver this to our customer, which is Abigail Peterson. So I'm just validating it because we have received this finished product from our subcontractor. So now we can deliver this to the customer. So I'm just clicking on this validate, and here you can see the product has been moved out from an inventory and it is delivered to the customer. And then moving back to our sales order, we can also create an invoice for this particular customer by clicking on this create invoice. And we'll just confirm it. So in this way, invoice is created for this customer. So by following these steps, you can easily manage the entire subcontracting process in Odoo 18, from the sales order to the purchase order, then to the resupply. I hope this video was helpful to you. Stay tuned for our next videos. Thank you.